Referee Davey Burrow stops the bout. The winner on a TKO, Frankie Baltazar.
All right, Frankie Baltazar, the winner. His brother Tony was a second-round winner as he knocked out Alexander. Frankie puts away Jose Luis Sanchez. A very nice night for the Baltazars. Here's Carlos Palomino with brother Frankie.
It was good. First of all, Frankie, congratulations on a nice win for you.
Thank you.
It's been a long time. How did it feel?
It feels good. I was nervous as heck earlier in the dressing room all day, but as soon as the bell rang, the butterflies went away, and it feels real good.
Well, let's look at the first knockdown here, and you can tell us how you were feeling, what you were trying to do.
Well, I knew, like Jimmy said, I hurt him in the head, and then he said, work the body. So I tried, and I got it right while he went down. I hit him over the hook, but I was trying to get him with the hook on the right side, and he went down with the left hook. So
here's the second one.
He hit me, caught me good, but I came back and caught him right in the eye. And then see, he's already on his way down, and he tried to grab the hold of me. And there's another hook right there, and I hit him in the eye there, and I was going after him. I had him there, I knew.
Well, Frankie, I saw some of the old hand speed that we remember from back in the Olympic days. How serious are you about this comeback?
I turned 30 this year, and I guess I finally grew up and realized that hey, I'm not getting any younger. I wasted a lot of years not fighting, and I've been in taking care of myself good. And I grew up, and I finally realized, hey, I got to do it. I got to do it now.
What way do you see yourself really competing in, and that would maybe take you into a higher level?
Well, I'm going to come down as a lightweight, 135. That's my natural weight. And while, like you said, at the Olympic, I was fighting 130 junior lightweight, and 35 is my natural weight. I made 40 easy on this, and maybe the next fight come down to 38, and then the next one maybe 35 then.
So you plan to compete at 135, and you're serious, and you're looking for a possible a title shot or something like that?
Yes, I went to the Marlon Starling fight last week, and he's a 30-year-old guy. He won the championship. That was a great boost. Frankie Duarte, he's another one that, you know, he's 30, 31 years old. These guys put their mind to it. They did it, and I'm going to do it.
Well, congratulations. Good luck to you, and we'll hope to see you here again.
All right, Carlos.
Thank you very much. Now I'll go back to Tom.
All right. Thank you, Carlos, and thank you, Frankie, and congratulations on the victory tonight. You and brother Tony did just fine. Very, very nice performances. The best to you. Continued success. 24 years old as he steps into the ring. And his opponent tonight is Abraham Perez, who is 26. He's out of Tijuana, Mexico. Frankie Baltazar. Frankie was one of those talented, highly touted young lightweights, unbeaten, rolling along in impressive fashion. And then, as you see him in warm-ups prior to stepping into the ring, then Frankie met Bazooka Limon, and oh my, thereby hangs the tail of the tape. He fought him back in 1980, July 24th, Alan, and what a memorable night for Frankie Jr.
Well, Frankie Jr. admits he was intimidated by Limon. Limon had called him names in training before the fight and said Baltazar couldn't fight. He goes in, he gets knocked down in the first round. It was all Bazooka Limon that night. The biggest night of Frankie Baltazar's career, unfortunately the most disappointing night of his career.
So that's Frankie Baltazar Jr., and this is young Mr. Abraham Perez. He's 5'8", 135.5 pounds. His record, 23 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, 21 knockouts. Jimmy Montoya has him under his protective wing. This guy apparently can put you away. 21 out of 23 wins by knockout.
Good puncher, yet you look at his record. Most of his fights in Tijuana and San Francisco. He's stepping up in class tonight.
And he's the taller of the two men when you see him come together in the ring. Young Perez is 5'8", Frankie Baltazar Jr. is 5'6". Jimmy Lennon will introduce them to the crowd.
All right, fans, here we go with the next bout of the evening. And this is a feature event scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing, presenting lightweights. Introducing to you on my left, out of the black corner, wearing red trunks with white trim, coming from the outstanding and popular boxing family in La Puente, California. Weighing in tonight, 135 pounds, this is Frankie Baltazar. And his opponent on my right, out of the white corner, wearing lemon trunks with a white stripe, hailing from Tijuana, Mexico. Weighing in tonight, 135.5 pounds, let's welcome Abraham Perez.
Right, check los guantes otra vez. También. Protectores.
The referee, Larry Rosadilla, is giving the instructions to the two fighters. Perez will be in the yellow trunks, and Baltazar in the red. Baltazar, there's the referee with his back to you. Frankie Sr., his father, is his trainer, manager. We're set for round one. It's a 10-round lightweight bout. And as we alluded to in our opening comments concerning Baltazar Jr., every fight he fights is the biggest one of his career. Following the Bazooka Limon loss, why, he admittedly saw his career take a downhill turn. He has fought since then, of course. He has fought just routine opponents, so to speak. He's been successful against all of them. And not to denigrate the boxing skills of Ricardo Jimenez and Sonny Perez and Jaime Nava, but they were not Bazooka Limons. And he's trying to make a comeback. And whether he'll continue with his fistic career or not, well, every fight's an important one for him, and he's got to get involved again in a very tough and grueling sport. Took a pretty solid right hand there, Alan.
He did. What to look for in Frankie Baltazar? He's got very quick hands, and he fights in flurries. Isn't that consistent, but he'll fight in flurries. Perez, look for the right hand. The right hand is the best way to beat a southpaw.
Frankie Baltazar in red, and Perez is in the lime yellow trunks trimmed in white. Perez, the shorter of the two men. And the younger, he's 2 years younger. Solid right hand to the midsection thrown by Perez. Baltazar's 24, Perez 26. Frankie, not considered to be a great knockout artist, more of a skilled boxer than a puncher, though he does have 20 knockouts out of his 31 victories.
Very unlike his brother Tony in that regard. Tony's a one-shot artist. Frankie will wear you down.
Tony is coming up a bit later in our program. He's in against the tough cookie and Raul Bencomo. A repeat performance for those two. We'll talk about that a bit later as they get into the ring. This is round one, scheduled for 10. Frankie Baltazar chopping right hand to Perez as they came out of the clinch.
Matchmaker Don Shargan toured the gyms this week, and he said Frankie Baltazar, of all the fighters on the card, looked the sharpest to him. He likes it.
Oh my. Oh, Perez hit him south of the border. I mean, he nailed him well below the belt line, and Perez goes to the far corner as Frankie Baltazar is going to be given whatever is needed now for a respite to get himself back ready to fight. Watch that right hand. I mean, they don't come much lower than that.
Well, shades Cooney and Holmes there. And Baltazar will have as long as he wants rest. He can take 5 minutes if he wants to.
Whatever it takes so that he feels that he's right and ready to continue with the bout, that'll be it. And it apparently was nothing more than an accidental punch. Those things happen. Perez is taller and was bringing up a long right hand, trying to hit him right in the pit of the midsection, but it got away, and quite obviously he nailed Frankie right in the cup and very low below the belt. Frankie's still walking around composing himself. We've got 58 seconds remaining here in round number one. It's scheduled for 10, and the crowd now beginning to get a bit impatient with Frankie to get to signify that he's ready to go.
Referee Rosadilla did not take a point away there. I'm sure the next time if Perez does throw a low blow, he will take 1 point away.
No question about that. Rosadilla signals for Perez to come on now, and Baltazar is ready to continue. Just under a minute remaining here in round number one. Interesting to see if it has any effect. I don't mean physically. I mean, will it have any effect on Frankie? Will it kind of get him to fight in quicker flurries now? Chopping right hand by Baltazar, and he catches a right hand thrown by Perez.
With a right hand. They always say that's the best way to beat a southpaw. Right cross.
Coming up to 15 seconds remaining in round one. Perez threw a right hand there. suspiciously low a moment ago, but the action continues at the bell, ending round 1. Perez goes to his corner with a bloody nose, and nothing more than that, just the bloody nose. And we go to the corner with Frankie Baltazar Jr., and that's Frankie Baltazar Sr., his dad, manager and trainer. There's a smear of blood on Frankie's chin, but I believe it's from the nose.
Barking up the wrong tree. See how bad I am at wise.